A long time ago, one of my guitar mentors told me to balance theory with increasing my bag of tricks. Here's a great trick for that bag. It's easy and it sets a stage for a lot more. An even longer time ago, and it seems like a galaxy far away, I learned the pentatonic box. You know the one. And it's fantastic because you can use the bottom note to move it around and play a whole bunch of classic licks and riffs, like this one. Or this one. But some licks weren't quite right, like this one. But I puttered around with it until I stumbled upon this, the extended minor pentatonic box. This makes life a little more interesting and easier. For example, we can alter the last lick to be like this. Notice how the extension makes it sound better and it becomes easier. And it opens up things for this sort of lick, which Albert King or Stevie Ray Vaughan might have played. In fact, some people call the upper part of the extended minor pentatonic the Albert box, this little pattern here. I always thought it kind of looked like a house, so I still call it the House of Blues pattern. And that's a great pattern to use when you're soloing. You can use it over a standard blues or a minor blues, it doesn't matter. But there were still some classic riffs and licks that had a different sound to them, a sweeter sound, like this. That was a great solo I really wanted to play. And then there were licks like this. That solo and lick used the same House of Blues pattern, but moved 2 frets toward the bridge. I later learned this was called the BB box. By the way, sometimes it's presented with an additional note in it. We're going to keep things simple here and use that same House of Blues pattern. Just move 2 additional frets toward the bridge of the guitar. But players like Clapton and Page, and B.B. and Freddie King before them, often combined major and minor sounds. I'm often asked, how did they do that? Well, one way to do it without learning any additional theory is to switch between those 2 House of Blues patterns, the Albert box and the BB box. In other words, play in the Albert box when you want a salty or tough minor sound, and switch to the BB box when you want a sweeter major sound. This is a great trick that totally works over lots of rock, blues, and even pop progressions. Say you're playing a blues in A. You take your B string and you find an A. There it is on the 10th fret. And if you play this with your 3rd finger in place, that house pattern gives you the Albert house. On the other hand, if you use your 1st finger and play that house pattern, that gives you the BB house. Let's apply it to a backing track I call Highway to the Stones. The chords are A, G, and A, so we'll use the BB and Albert boxes in A that I just showed you. Practice that and you'll have a super simple and cool move that you can put into your bag of tricks. But if you really want to know about these 2 House of Blues patterns, including why they work, click here, because I take you through each of the houses of blues and give you more examples and more detail. So click here, I'll see you in that video, and I'll see you on down the road.